Yo, it's your boy Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Sunday, February 15th, 2026, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the 2026 NBA All-Star Game in Los Angeles. Tip-off is going to be here shortly between the world and the team stars in this round robin. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Sunday. Now let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and let's get settled in for some NBA All-Star action. Happy Sunday, everyone. And on the thumb, on the left, one of the best ballers in the game, Luka Doncic. And on the right, one of my favorite players, top 5 player in the NBA, Anthony Edwards. Let's get it, baby. We're going to be shooting for 100 likes, 100 on the Dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Great to be able to see the NBA, back on NBC. Again, a lot of memories when I was a kid, in the Jordan era. And again, we're going to have the player introductions as we go through this round robin. And again, we will see how this format works. I definitely like the format with the Western Conference and Eastern Conference better. And hopefully we'll be able to get to that. We also have the Daytona 500 winding down. Only, let's see how many more laps are left there. I believe we have 39 to go. Wallace, Bell, Heim, Busher, and Custer. And I'm hoping that Chase Elliott can work his way up from 9th up to the front. But again, we will have to wait and see. Daniel in the building, what's good? Megan in the building, what's good? Yeah, I'll be able to, think I can squeeze a few of those in for you. See if I can get some of them to format for you. All right. And normally with some F1 or NASCAR photos, sometimes, they'll format for me very easily. Others, not so much. But so far, so good. 3 for 3 with George Russell, and I got you. I got Chet Holmgren and a few of the others getting introduced here. Team World is much better than Team Stars and Team USA. Team USA has got 2 different teams versus the World. And again, they're lucky that SGA and Giannis are injured. Otherwise, that starting 5 would be so dangerous. But again, with Wemby and Luka healthy, they'll be able to do their thing. But I'm just hoping that this will end up being competitive like it was on Friday night. Happy birthday to George Russell, and I'll squeeze a few of these in for you. Appreciate all the love and the support. And I'm really excited to be able to see how this Daytona 500 is going to end up winding out. Appreciate you. And again, we got John Tesh and obviously a lot of the band members behind him trying to give you those old school vibes. And again, obviously the background, as you can see, with Luka and Wemby. These are 2 of the top 5 players in the game right now. And again, 2 of the more exciting players, just like with Anthony Edwards, that is on the thumb. And just kind of unfortunate that we're not going to have SGA and Giannis available. Because if you, look at a starting lineup of the world team, with SGA and Giannis and Luka and Wemby, I don't really know how you match up to that. So obviously 2 of those main starting 5 individuals not available to play due to injury. But again, I'm definitely excited to see where this goes. And also for my boy, Denny Advia, as he's getting introduced right now, first-time All-Star for the Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers have had an incredible impact on All-Star weekend. Now, obviously, All-Star for Saturday night was not the greatest, especially with that dunk contest at the very end. But again, Donovan Clingan and Yang Hansen on Friday doing their thing. Damian Lillard winning the three-point contest 3 years, and 3 times in a 4-year span, which is awesome. Obviously, 3-time winners, Craig Hodges and Larry Bird. Now you can add Dame Dalla to that list as well. And again, it's just nice to be able to see the Pacific Northwest represented to the highest level. And again, the 3-point contest I feel was the best thing of yesterday. The shooting stars, they need to go back to the skills competition, get rid of the celebrity passer. I think that was kind of a disaster. And we need to be able to get some better dunkers. Obviously, Mac McClung posted, the 4 dunks that he would have been able to do against, the competitors if he was participating. And every single dunk that he posted online would have blown anything that we saw last night out of the water, out of those 4 participants. So, I don't want to say, that Stern and LeBron have kind of ruined the league. But again, changing the format so that way it's more happy-go-lucky instead of Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality. And I know if Kobe was still alive, rest in peace, Kobe, he would not allow, for this lackluster type of performance, during All-Star weekend. And again, it feels like, some of the players don't care. And if some of the players, don't care, how do they expect the fans to care? Again, I was impressed on what they did Friday night. They still need to be able to go to the rookie-sophomore game. I think they need to go back to that format. Rookies versus sophomores, first-year players versus second-year players. Go back to the old format with the 3-point contest, shooting competition, and the skills competition, and then getting 4 well-known dunkers. Imagine if we had LeBron and Giannis and Wemby and Anthony Edwards. It would be must-see TV. But I just feel with, Silver taking over for Stern, obviously after he has passed away, he's already, been in basketball heaven for about 6 years now. I felt Stern did a great job in the NBA, and I feel with Adam Silver, he has no pulse on the game. And with superstars like LeBron, opting for, hey, let me draft a guy like Steph so that way we can just kind of be happy-go-lucky out there. It's ruining the game. We already know that the NBA ratings aren't as good as they were in the 80s and 90s, but there's a simple formula on how to be able to get the ratings better. It's never going to be as good as the 80s and 90s because those type of superstars, we had more top 50 players all time in the 80s and 90s and any other eras. And you're never going to replicate that. Now, we do have some amazing players with like Luka and SGA and Wemby and Anthony Edwards and a few others that could have played in that era. But overall, players sitting out, not wanting to play, players resting. You can't even buy tickets 2 or 3 days in advance to see your favorite team because you just don't know if your favorite player may be sitting out. And again, it's definitely hurting the game. And there's some basic little things that they can do to get the game better moving forward. And again, watching NBA All-Star Saturday night yesterday, that might have been the worst NBA All-Star Saturday night of all time. And really the only highlight was, Damian Lillard winning that 3-point contest for the 3rd time with Devin Booker. But everything after the 3-point contest, if we're really being honest, was kind of garbage. And again, I used to look forward, to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm still going to watch, but I'm just obviously putting my 2 cents in. It could have been a hell of a lot better. And again, hopefully they'll be able to, look at the ratings, look at everything that's been going on as of late, and hopefully make the proper adjustments. Looks like we got 32 laps to go here in the Daytona 500. Bubba Wallace, Cole Custer, Ryan Preece, Chris Buescher, and Josh Berry in your top 5. Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Heim, Dragson, and Ware round out your top 10. Where the hell is my guy Chase Elliott? Nowhere to be found. Come on, Chase. Sarah McLaughlin here going through some of the introductory phases. Singing "Oh Canada," and again, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this one will play out. And again, I think it would be much better to go, to the old format of the Eastern and Western Conference instead of just having, superstars draft a team like we have in years past. And now we're doing World, versus USA, and it's very clear. If you look at the World roster compared to the USA roster, it's not even close. With SGA, obviously from Canada, Giannis from France. So you got those 2 guys that are injured, right? And then you got Wemby, obviously a top dog. You got the Joker, and you got Luka. If that starting 5 is healthy, there's no other starting 5 that you could put together that will match those 5. And that is, the real deal. And again, right now we don't have SGA or Giannis because they're injured. So you're still going to get 3 of the best world players with Luka, Wemby, and the Joker. with Jokic. But again, hopefully the USA squads will be able to be somewhat competitive, and we'll see if we get any type of defense in any of these games. Typically, when we watch a game, 3.5 quarters, no defense, alley-oops, just kind of lazy ball, lazy play, trying to do a bunch of dunks that we should have seen in the dunk contest. And again, I like alley-oops, I like dunks, and again, I would rather have defense for all 4 quarters, and you're still going to be able to get the dunks and the alley-oops. And if we ended up having a final score, of like 140 to 138, that would be a hell of a lot better than a score of 198 to 195 with no defense whatsoever, in my opinion. So again, I don't really know what to expect, but I assume it's going to be pretty relaxed for 3.5 quarters, and then they'll turn it on at the end. But hopefully it'll end up being a little bit better than I anticipate. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. 20 subs away from 23,400. And this will be the last stream until Thursday, since we have no available action on the NHL or NBA side. Obviously, after the All-Star break, they usually have a few days off. So we'll end up doing Pistons and the Knicks or Warriors and Celtics on Thursday. So we want to make sure we're soaking in all the action, and obviously no NHL due to the Olympics. So really, this is all we have. And then once we get to that point, on Thursday, we'll be able to do some NBA. Spring training baseball will be a couple days after that. I'll try to do a little bit of the Mariners as well. And again, we're just waiting for the World Baseball Classic in the beginning of March. And we'll do a little bit more NBA on top of that. And then once we get to the end of March, that's when really the season starts. And that's going to be for Major League Baseball. So everyone get settled in with your snacks and your beverages. I've been up very early watching the Daytona 500 and getting prepped for this particular stream. Wanted to make sure I showcase Luka and Wemby, obviously from Team World. And on the thumb, wanted to give Anthony Edwards a little bit of love as well, so we could showcase at least 3 players that are going to be balling out here today. Little disappointed with SGA and obviously Giannis being injured, as well as Cooper Flagg not being able to participate on Friday due to the injury. And I feel like we've had more injuries out of the top superstars in 2026 than in recent memory. I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have missed a lot of time. And again, it's kind of hurting the ratings, when you have these games on different networks every night, ESPN one night, Prime on another network. And, hopefully we'll be able to get these players healthy for the back end of the season. And we'll see what happens. Really looking forward to seeing Denny Advia do his thing. And hopefully he'll be able to get a little bit of playing time with some of Team World. But really proud of Yang Hansen, really proud of Donovan Clingan on Friday. Super proud of Dame Dalla, getting it done with a 3-point contest, even though Booker should have won. That last money rack only went 2 for 5 and started off super hot in the first 2 racks. And again, Dame winning it already twice going into the matchup, hasn't played a minute, this season. And to win that 3-point contest again, that was huge. We definitely love, our teams in Oregon and Washington. And it's just nice to be able to see the Seahawks do their thing in the Super Bowl, and obviously getting some good play from some of these young Blazers. We haven't had a point guard in 2 months, just got Scoot Henderson back and Drew Holiday. And once we can end up getting Dame and Denny Advia, Scoot, Drew Holiday, as well as Shaden Sharp and the rest, we're not going to be able to necessarily make a deep run, but I'm hoping that we can be a top 8 seed, somewhere between 7, 8, 9, and 10, but preferably 7 or 8, even though we know the West is very competitive. And again, we know that we're not the Denver Nuggets. We know we're not the Rockets. We know we're not, the Thunder or the Spurs, but it would be nice to be able to see Dame healthy out there, mentor some of the young guys like Scoot Henderson, and to see what we can do if we can actually get into the dance. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Denny Advia is going to do here for Team World. And again, if you're looking at the rosters, pretty lopsided overall, as we'll go over the rosters here in just 1 second. I'll pull it up here. me see if I can find my thing I saved here earlier. Okay, where is my... Okay, here we go. Okay, so for the roster here, Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren. And let me see if I can pull this up here. Where did it go? All right, Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Johnson, Tyrese Maxey for USA. And then for the other USA team, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, De'Aaron Fox, Brandon Ingram, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell. That team is quite a bit better. And then Team World, Giannis not playing, Denny Advia, Luka, SGA not playing, the Joker, Jamal Murray, Norman Powell, Alperen Sengun, Pascal Siakam, Karl Anthony Towns, and Victor Wembanyama. So as we go over the rosters between the USA and the world, there's a pretty big disparity between the three teams. And again, Team World, even with no Giannis and SGA playing and available, still that team is by far the best. And we'll see what we get here, obviously, with Team Stars, Team World, and Team Stripes here tonight. I'm not sure about that, Reggie Miller. And again, these guys, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford, and everyone that's going to be on the microphone is always going to try to hype up, the NBA. But again, if you've been watching since the 80s and 90s, no matter how much hype that they're giving the event, Kobe wouldn't be smiling down. Kobe would be fucking disappointed on how the NBA All-Star weekend has been since he has passed on. It hasn't really been the greatest. I mean, there's been some moments, depending on, who's available in the dunk contest, as well as who's winning the three-point contest and skills competition or a rookie-sophomore game. But again, to act like he would be proud of the product that's laid in front with that Mamba mentality is a joke. He definitely would want the teams to be trying hard for all four quarters. You can still end up getting dunks and alley-oops, but it definitely has been more of a relaxed format. And again, I don't want to put the full blame on Adam Silver and LeBron James, but I really feel that those are the two main individuals that have kind of ruined the league to a certain degree. LeBron trying to convince, Silver that they should do teams and drafting instead of just going to the regular format of Eastern Western Conference. And again, it's kind of hurt the league. I don't want to say it's ruined the league. Again, we're still going to be able to be fans of the NBA, but it definitely is not anywhere near what it used to be in the 80s and 90s. That is facts. And hopefully we'll be able to get some competitive juices flowing here tonight. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. We got Team World and Team Stars first. And then to be determined will be the winner or loser going against the Stripes. And obviously the next matchup after that, same thing. And then we'll have the championship round, and that'll be around 4:10 Pacific. The global broadcast on NBC and Peacock, that's how you would watch. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. And we're just about to get the first matchup in this round robin NBA All-Star format started. Team World versus Team Stars. And I would be very shocked if Team World doesn't win it all. Let me get everything refreshed here. Oh, right out of the gates, Victor Wembanyama. My goodness. Early 2-0 lead for Team World. Little floater in and out, no good. Wembanyama with the dunk. Right out of the gates, Joker with the rebound. And Wembanyama with a deep three. Beautiful. Oh, big alley-oop there. Wembanyama, very active early. Layup in and out, no good. Cade Cunningham with that defensive rebound. Maxey for three. In and out, no good. Jalen Duran with the offensive rebound. And Anthony Edwards making his presence known with a 25-foot three-point jumper. Duran with the assist. And we're knotted up at 5. Now JT in the building. What's good? And Duran with a shooting foul. All right, Victor Wembanyama to the line. First free throw by Wembanyama. Rattles in and good. .4 points per game, 11.1 rebounds. One of the main superstars in this league. Second free throw by Wembanyama is good. Strong start here for Team World. Little two-man game here at the top of the key. Anthony Edwards. Good ball movement here. Devin Booker, deep three, bang, and it rattles in and it's good. 25-foot three-point jumper by Booker. Maxey with the assist. Doncic, deep three, misses badly. Duran with the defensive rebound. Victor Wembanyama, big block. Wow. Duran going for a layup and Wemby tossing that one into the 5th row, into the stands. Unbelievable. Wembanyama, you know he's going to try. You know, obviously there might be some of these other individuals that that aren't willing to put out as much effort, but Denny gets stolen, poked away. Fast break here. Oh, dunk missed by Cade Cunningham. Victor Wembanyama with the defensive rebound. Wembanyama looking for someone to throw to. Denny Advia for three. In and out, no good. 24 three-point jumper just missed by Denny. Tyrese Maxey with the defensive rebound. Good ball movement here by Team Stars. Looking for the open man, Anthony Edwards in the corner. And it's good. And again, if Team Stars is going to beat Team World, you assume that Anthony Edwards will be a big part of that. Wembanyama looking for the ball. And looks like a reach-in foul by Cade Cunningham. Good competitive start here, which is something that you like to see. They're playing a little bit more defense than I was expecting. Denny, top of the key. Let's go, baby. Denny Advia representing Rip City. Great job with the three there. Nice job by Denny Advia. Cade Cunningham here at the top of the key. Little two-man game with Anthony Edwards. Nice pass down low. Rejected by Wemby again. God, what a presence down low. Maxey for three. In and out, no good. And Wembanyama with a rebound. And here we go. Denny to Luka. Unselfish basketball there by Denny Advia. And a nice layup there by Team World. Anthony Edwards for three. In and out, no good. Wemby with another board. Wemby going coast to coast. Hitting you with the crossover. Floater. Front rim. In and out, no good. Fast break here for Team Stripes. And badly missed three-point shot there. And then they end up getting the offensive rebound and cleaning that up. Nice job by Maxey. Deep three by Team World. Nowhere near getting that into the bucket there. Come on now. Maxey going up for a layup. Wembanyama with another block. But that would be goaltending. Man, Wembanyama is everywhere. Luka, fade away. In and out, no good. (15-12). Team Stars up early. In and out, no good for a deep three there. Anthony Edwards with that deep three. Jokic with the rebound. Cade Cunningham blocked. Jamal Murray. And here we go on the other end. And Jokic with the deflection. Scoreboard right above me. 15-12, Team Stars. Scotty Barnes enters the game for Cade Cunningham. Jalen Johnson enters for Devin Booker. And again, there still is, a little bit of, trying to be able to impress the crowd. But again, it feels like a backdoor cut, alley-oop, no good. And that is going to be a turnover. Dr. J, the Big O, Oscar Robertson, they're in the building. Obama in the building. Lots of star power out there. Wembanyama at the top of the key, going down low to the Joker. Little two-man game. Good ball movement here by Team World. Up and under by Jokic, no good. Scotty Barnes with the rebound. Fast break and a bad pass out of bounds. Turnover, Team Stars. And that's going to be a Team Stars full timeout. I'm impressed. I figured it would be, no defense whatsoever. And again, they're actually kind of going out there. And, you already know Wembanyama is going to, do his thing. And I think just simply having Wembanyama on the floor is making everyone else work a little bit harder. Because he's going to block shots. He's going to shoot some threes. He's going to be able to look for his teammates. And, so far, so good. (15-12). Team Stars up by 3 with 6:55 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. We're just waiting for the commercial break to end here. Yeah, much better than I was anticipating. I figured, it was going to be a lot of lazy defense and whatnot, but, so far so good. I still think going with an Eastern-Western Conference format would be better, and I'm a little disappointed that Giannis and SGA are injured. I would have loved to seen those guys come out there with Luka, Wemby, and the Joker, because obviously with that starting five, no one's really beating that, but if Team Stars is going to win, you assume Anthony Edwards will be a big part of it, and he is a top 5 player in my eyes, and is just as good as those other guys that I just mentioned with Luka and Wemby and the Joker, SGA, and Giannis. And again, kind of disappointed that we have a few injuries, but again, we still have enough stars out there to make it interesting. All right, Powell comes in for Wembanyama. Siakam comes in for the Joker. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jamal Murray. Sengun comes in for Luka Doncic. So the first run of superstars are obviously substituted out, and we'll see if we see any more action of them moving forward. Good. Deep three by Norman Powell. In and out, no good. Anthony Edwards with the defensive rebound. Anthony Edwards, coast to coast, says, hey, you know what? Jab step, crossover. I'm going to go for three. Front rim on that. No good. Sengun with the defensive rebound. Almost stolen. Norman Powell. Good ball movement here. Up and under, and an and one opportunity, but the ball does not fall. And Karl Anthony Towns to the line for two. Denny still out there for Team World. First free throw by Karl Anthony Towns is good. Absolutely. I'm ready for Seattle versus anyone. Can't wait to be able to get into spring training games, which will start in about 4 days. And definitely looking forward to it. Second free throw is good. Jalen Johnson for three. In and out, no good. Sengun with the defensive rebound. Karl Anthony Towns from deep. And good. 26-foot three-point jumper. Steph Curry kind of range there by Karl Anthony Towns. I see you, Kat. Anthony Edwards says, I want to be able to match that. In and out, no good. Sengun with another defensive rebound. Sengun walking the ball up the floor. Nice backdoor cut. And Siakam with a beautiful layup. Great vision there by Sengun. 21-17, Team World. Maxey with the layup, and good. Jalen Johnson with the assist. Danny Advia, coast to coast. Alley-oop, Siakam. Nice layup there, and great assist there by Danny Advia. Deep three, in and out, no good. And here we go. Danny Advia. And a little breakaway dunk for Denny. Siakam with the assist. Team Stars getting a little lazy out there, shooting threes and not playing defense. Duran with the jumper, no good. Karl Anthony Towns, Cat with the defensive rebound. Karl Anthony Towns from Steph Curry range. Bang, and it's good. Wow. 38-foot three-point jumper there by Cat. Norman Powell with the assist, and Team Stars has to call timeout. And again, I felt like Team Stars, the USA team, early on with Anthony Edwards, played pretty well. But again, if you're not going to be able to play defense and, give the ball to Ant often, you're going to end up falling behind. And that's where we're at right now. Team World flexing on them, 26-17, 4:31 left in the first quarter. I'm doing Mariners, but I'm not going to really do anything beyond that. So I'll do Mariner games. I plan on trying to do 161 out of 162 games, and the only game that I'm going to miss, on the channel for the Mariners is the one game a year that I go to, where I'm going to be in Seattle. So haven't decided which game that we're going to go to just yet. Typically, I would like to go to a game where we have like a bobblehead or something that I can get some type of souvenir. But again, we'll have to wait and see. We were going to do the 4th of July, which we've done for the last 2 years, where we've seen the Orioles and the Pirates, and we've gotten like hats for giveaways. But this season, it was the Blue Jays. And obviously, we know how great the Blue Jays are and have been in the last, year or two. But unfortunately, tickets went up about $80 each in the section that we normally sit in. And I would normally, I'd rather pay about $120, $125 for a seat rather than $200, because I want to be able to get us a chance to get a foul ball. And again, so since those tickets went up, and a lot of people from Canada and Toronto, as well as, in Washington, scooped up some of those tickets, we're probably going to pivot and do something different. But again, as the season goes into the playoffs, we'll be doing a few games other than the Mariners, but, it'll be primarily Mariners once the season starts. 4:31 left. Team World up 26-17 on Team Stars. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Nice job by Denny Advia. Great to see him out there. NBC or Peacock? All right, we got some mass substitutions. Devin Booker coming in for Tyrese Maxey. Cade Cunningham coming in for Jalen Duren. Chet Holmgren coming in for Anthony Edwards. And looks like we're going to have a substitution finally for Denny Advia. And Jamal Murray will be coming in for Denny. Yeah, great to be able to see Denny, make the All-Star, game for the first time. And, obviously with all the injuries that we've had, it gave him an opportunity, before he got hurt himself, to kind of, show his all-around skill set with rebounding, passing, and scoring. And again, we love him in Rip City. But again, Yang Hansen, Donovan Clingan, and Damian Lillard showing out, obviously, during this All-Star weekend. And, we can say that we're very proud of Denny as well. All right, Scotty Barnes inbounds the ball here for Team Stars. A little two-man game here. Cade Cunningham. And Booker with the jumper. And it is good. Cade Cunningham with the beautiful assist. Jamal Murray, bad pass. And Cade Cunningham with the flush. Nice dunk there by Cade. And again, great to be able to see him progress in his career and lead the Detroit Pistons to one of the best records in the NBA. Deep three, in and out, no good by Norman Powell. Jamal Murray with the offensive rebound. Tip in dunk. Oh! And Jalen Johnson with a big dunk. Devin Booker with the assist. And that is going to be a Team World full timeout. And a nice 6-0 run there by Team Stars. That's exactly what they needed to prevent the blowout. Commercial break, 3:43 left, 26-23, Team World up 3 on Team Stars. All right, Victor Wembanyama comes in for Alperen Sengun to, try to flex on him here. We know Wemby is going to play great on both sides of the ball. Wembanyama, and just as he enters the game, big 15-foot jumper is good. Jamal Murray with the assist. Cade Cunningham walking the ball up the floor here for Team Stars in this round-robin tournament-style all-star game. Nice bounce pass. Scotty Barnes hands it off. D-Book for 3, in and out, no good. Siakam with the defensive rebound. A little pick and roll with Wembanyama. Wemby with the pump fake. Stripped by Scotty Barnes. And a nice baseline dunk there by Jalen Johnson. Scotty Barnes with the assist. Norman Powell here at the top of the key. Cade Cunningham pokes it away. Another steal, getting a little bit sloppy. And fast break. And a nice flip. Chet Holmgren in the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Barnes with an offensive rebound to Cade Cunningham and a nice jumper there. 13-foot jumper by Cade Cunningham. Scotty Barnes with the assist. Jamal Murray on the other end with a little two-man game with Pascal Siakam. Jamal Murray. Step back 3, got caught up in the air, in and out, no good. And Team Stars with the push. And a big block by Wembanyama. Wow. Cade Cunningham, get out of here. Wow. And Karl Anthony Towns with a big dunk on the other end. Jamal Murray with the assist. Man, Wembanyama, has a very good chance of being MVP in this All-Star, weekend. There's no doubt about that. Very impressive. Chet with the jumper, in and out, no good. Wemby with another rebound. I mean, we just never seen anybody like a Wemby before. Unbelievable. Siakam, deep 3, in and out, no good. Cade Cunningham for a deep 3. Front rim, in and out, no good. Wembanyama with another defensive rebound. Wembanyama, top of the key. Good ball movement here for Team World. Up and under, rejected. Johnson with a nice block. Chet Holmgren coming down and flushing it. Wow. Big dunk there by Chet. Devin Booker with the assist. Jamal Murray rejected. Scotty Barnes with the great block. Cade Cunningham, a little two-man game. Scotty Barnes looking for Chet, but he wasn't paying attention. Devin Booker. And out of bounds. Starting to get really competitive here. And that's going to be a Team World full timeout. 36.2 left. Team World up 30-29. Opening day, Diamondbacks and Dodgers. Can't wait for the MLB season to be able to get up and running. And so far here with Team World and Team USA, we're actually seeing, some defense, and we have to be very thankful that Wemby is involved in this all-star, game, because if he wasn't, I don't think the defense would be nearly as good. Right back to Murray here. Anthony Edwards comes in for Jalen Johnson. Wembanyama up and under. And Wembanyama to the line for two. Scotty Barnes with the shooting foul. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. First free throw there by Wembanyama is good. And he definitely, gives you something that we've never seen before on an NBA court. Someone that tall that can dribble and shoot like a guard. It's just amazing to see. And it's the one player in the NBA, if you watch closely, you may see something that you've never seen ever before, even if you've been watching basketball since the 80s or 90s. Second free throw by Victor Wembanyama is good. Cade Cunningham walking the ball here up the floor. Holmgren looking for someone. Anthony Edwards, deep three, bang, and it's good. Big three there by Anthony Edwards. Wembanyama. Deep three by Powell, and he airballs it. And we have a tie in the first game, and that probably, is good for the NBA, considering how NBA Saturday night went, especially in that dunk contest. But I felt like Friday night was good, in that format. I definitely got to see, Donovan Clingan do his thing, and, we got to see Edgecombe do his thing. So I thought Friday was pretty competitive. The three-point contest was the best event of yesterday's three events by far. Obviously, with the shooting stars and the dunk contest were kind of terrible, if we're being honest. And then obviously with this first game in this round robin tournament with Team Stars and Team World, knotted up at 32 at the end here. Pretty surprising. And again, thank God for Anthony Edwards if you're rooting for Team Stars, because again, like we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, if Team Stars were going to advance over Team World, Anthony Edwards would probably be the reason, and he comes up with the big 3 late. Overtime in this round robin tournament in game number 1. Now, if we obviously had SGA and Giannis available for Team World, you would assume that they would be able to run away with it, but it definitely is a little bit more competitive than people think. All right, Duran coming in for Chet Holmgren. And the winner is the first to score 5. So we will see who ends up advancing here. And hopefully it ends up being Team World, because I want to see Wemby continue to dominate. Denny Advia comes in for Norman Powell. And again, first team to get to 5, to get to 37 will advance. So Jalen Duren coming in for Chet Holmgren. Denny Advia coming in for Norman Powell. And Wembanyama and Anthony Edwards here at the jump. All right, Wembanyama wins the tip. Denny Advia hands it off. Karl Anthony Towns is open. There he is. Anthony Towns, deep 3, in and out, no good. 25-foot three-point jumper. Hits front rim. Cade Cunningham with the defensive rebound. Cunningham. Booker. Anthony Edwards, you know he wants it. Edwards one-on-one with Cat. Little hezzy. Jump back. Step back. Pop and good. 14-foot fadeaway jump shot there by Anthony Edwards. Nice job there. Wembanyama with the pick and roll. Wembanyama for 3. Bang, and it's good. Wow. 29-foot three-point jumper by Wembanyama. Jamal Murray with the assist. Booker double teamed. Cunningham. Scotty Barnes for 3. And it's good. Wow. And Team Stars beats Team World. Unbelievable. And obviously Team World's roster is quite a bit better, but they find a way to win in overtime. First team to 5. Team Stars advances. Wow. It is overtime. I don't think they were anticipating overtime in any of these games, but again, the simple fact that, Wembanyama is out there, making plays on offense and defense, it definitely raises the bar for everyone else not to be lazy. And again, I don't think if Wembanyama wasn't playing, I don't think we would see this type of intensity, on both sides of the court. And Team Stars nudging out Team World, which is very shocking. Because player for player, Team World's roster is better, even with Giannis and SGA being hurt. But again, Anthony Edwards is usually one of those guys that could be a deciding factor. And Scotty Barnes hitting an open look 3. It was first team to 5 once it went to overtime. Huge win for Team Stars. Anthony Edwards is such a dog. Edwards with 13 points. And again, he's that guy. To me, he's a top 5 player in the NBA. We talk about Luka, we talk about Wemby, we talk about the Joker, we talk about SGA, and a lot of these top tier guys. But, I think you put Anthony Edwards in that same group of those main guys. And again, he's incredible. And a much better start, to this particular All-Star game than maybe a lot of us were expecting. 3-point contest was night with Booker and Dame. Obviously, the other 2 events were not good. But to be able to get it off on a good foot like this, that definitely is good for the NBA. Wemby is fantastic for the NBA, bringing that energy offensively, defensively, blocks, threes, dunks. He can do it all. but it just wasn't enough for Team World and Wemby. Scotty Barnes with that big 3, and Team Stars advances in the round robin tournament. Now we go to a commercial break and we wait for the next game, which will be Team Stars versus Team Stripes. And then obviously after that matchup, we'll get the World versus Team Stripes. And then obviously we'll get the championship round after that. Wembanyama with 14 and 6. Anthony Edwards with 13. And that was the difference with Scotty Barnes with 5 rebounds and that big 3 in OT. Jamal Murray and Devin Booker with 4 assists apiece in limited time. And congratulations to Tyler Reddick for winning the Daytona 500. Stenhouse Jr. in second, Logano in third, and Chase Elliott, my guy, Napa Know-How in fourth. You know, there was only one minor stretch, for a couple minutes where Team Stars was getting a little bit lazy on defense and taking multiple threes. But once that kind of settled down, obviously they got back to business, and that was pretty entertaining. I won't lie. Like I said, we definitely needed something like that after we saw what happened on NBA All-Star Saturday night. Obviously, Dame, winning the three-point contest over Booker was the highlight. But again, with the shooting stars, as well as the dunk contest, those definitely underwhelmed quite a bit. And hopefully, with league pressure, they'll be able to make these events a little bit better. All right, so we got Team Stars and Team Stripes. Obviously, USA versus USA here next. Then we'll have World versus Stripes after that at 3:25 Pacific. And then we'll have the championship round at 4:10 Pacific. And we'll find out who that will be. We got Obama on the mic here. Lots of famous individuals sitting front row. And I imagine we'll be able to see a few more live look-ins with Dr. J, the Big O, Oscar Robertson, and many, many others. And again, we should be getting set for the next round here momentarily, we will assume. All right, let me get this refreshed for the next game here. All right, Team Stars and Team Stripes is up next. Looks like they're going to give him a few minutes to warm up here. Obviously, they're trying to kill some time with this interview with Reggie Miller and Obama. And next up will be Team Stars and Team Stripes, USA versus USA, which is a little shocking that Team World wasn't able to advance. But again, if they would have had SGA and Giannis on top of Wemby, Luka, and the Joker, could have been maybe a little bit of a difference. But Wemby did everything that he could to win. But Anthony Edwards is a dog. And again, if you can't match up with him one-on-one, at some point he's going to make you pay. And looks like we got about a minute 30, it looks like. I'm looking at the clock behind Reggie Miller here, and I think we got just about a minute and a half, and then we'll be able to get into the next matchup here with USA versus USA, Team Stars versus Team Stripes. All right, commercial break. And again, after the break, we'll be into Team Stars and Team Stripes to see who advances. And then we have Team World and Team Stripes after this. And then the championship round around 4:10 Pacific. So they're pretty much just breaking it down per quarter. And again, you're having 4 different matchups. A little skeptical, of the format. I think Eastern, Western, conference would be better, but at least so far, both teams are playing defense to a certain degree, and they're making it, worthwhile to watch. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. And I don't anticipate every quarter to finish in overtime like we did in the first game, but you never know. It really just depends on the effort of the players and if they're going to play defense or not. Just waiting for the commercial to end, and now we got USA versus USA here in the next round. Stars and Stripes going at it. Jalen Brunson, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and KD, the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant. Looks like we got Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham out there, Devin Booker. So we got Duren, Booker, Maxey, Cunningham, and Edwards out there. So really, Anthony Edwards is going to have to hold it down. If they have any chance to be able to beat this Stripes team with Brunson, Brown, Leonard, Durant, and LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, to me is just as good as anybody on the floor, and we'll see what happens here.
Doug. Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
And KD right out of the gates, getting them on the board quickly. Cade Cunningham here at the top of the key. Oh, big dunk. Anthony Edwards, my goodness. Big dunk there. Cade Cunningham with the assist. Kawhi Leonard with the spin move. Missing layup, no good. Devin Booker with the rebound. Cade Cunningham, corner three. In and out, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the defensive rebound. Brunson, KD, Slim Reaper in the corner. In and out, no good. Cade Cunningham with the defensive rebound. Cunningham, a little pick and roll. Maxey is open, takes the three. In and out, no good. Duran with the offensive rebound, and Duran with the putback dunk. Going down low, Jaylen Brown, fadeaway jumper is good. Holy cow. 18-foot fadeaway jumper assisted by the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant. Cade Cunningham here at the top of the key, and he decides goes all the way to the rim, and layup is good. No help side defense there. Nice layup by Cunningham. Brunson. Jaylen Brown. Crossover. Step back three. And in a big air ball there by Jaylen Brown. All right, let's see what Team Stars has in play. Cade Cunningham here at the top of the key. Down low. And one. Duran. Great assist there by Cade Cunningham. And that's going to be a Jalen Brunson shooting foul. Duran to the line for one. Brunson got caught on the switch and had nowhere to go. Free throw by Duran is good. KD all the way down to the floor to LeBron for a deep three. LeBron James, bang, and it's good. LB 23 with the three stolen, and another three in the corner is good. Kawhi Leonard with a three off the steal. And you know Anthony Edwards is going to want to retaliate here. Edwards for three. Oh, crossover, three. On KD, in and out, no good. Fast break. Big dunk on the other end. Jaylen Brown with a big dump. Kawhi Leonard with the assist. And another lob. Turned over. Another fast break here. Kawhi Leonard. 1 on 3. Kawhi for 3. In and out, no good. Devin Booker with the defensive rebound. Duran down low with the dunk. Assisted by Anthony Edwards. Brunson on the other end here, looking for someone to hand it off to. There's LeBron. Top of the key three by LeBron. In and out, no good. Jaylen Brown with the offensive rebound. Kevin Durant for three, no good. LeBron with a rebound dunk, no good. And looks like Jalen Duran with the shooting foul on LeBron James. LeBron to the line for two. Good awareness there by Team Stripes. First free throw by LeBron is good. Second free throw by LeBron, all net, is good. 15-11, Team Stripes. Cade Cunningham, baseline, and poked away. Brunson blocks Duran's 3-foot layup. Anthony Edwards with the pump fake, baseline. LeBron James on him very tight. Edwards versus LeBron, one-on-one. Anthony Edwards for three, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Duran. And that looks like a Jaylen Brown shooting foul with a reach-in. Duran with the free throw attempts incoming. Jaylen to the line for two. .826 left in the quarter. 15-11, Team Stripes. And obviously whoever ends up being ahead at the end of this particular quarter, since they're doing this round-robin tournament, ends up advancing. And if we are tied, we go into an overtime period like we did in the first game, and the first team to 5 points advances. Second free throw by Duran is no good. Fadeaway by Kawhi Leonard, in and out, no good. Cade Cunningham with the rebound. Fast break here. Layup is in and out, no good. And KD, the Slim Reaper, with a nice jumper there, is good. Pick and roll here at the top of the key. In and out, no good there by Cunningham. Layup, no good by Brown here on Cunningham on the fast break. Nice flush and dunk there by Cade Cunningham. KD at the top of the key. Jaylen Brown, corner three. In and out, no good. 24 three-point jumper. In and out. Duran with the rebound. Maxey, strong presence to the lane is good. Nice layup there. Cade Cunningham with the assist. Jalen Brunson, baseline, off the glass and good. Nice bank shot there by Jalen Brunson. And that is going to be a Team Stars full timeout. 19-15, Team Stripes on Team Stars, USA versus USA. 7:08 left in the quarter to see who advances. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. 19-15, Team Stripes up by 4 with 7:08 left in the quarter. First matchup was very competitive, and again, you're not really getting a whole lot of lazy defense since we're only playing one quarter, for this particular round robin tournament. And that simple fact that we're playing different teams and just doing it a quarter apiece, I was a little skeptical, of the format compared to a traditional Eastern Western Conference, format that I think that would have been better. But again, so far, the format has been somewhat successful, and we'll see if we get, some good energy in every matchup until we finish the round robin in the last game. Showtime in the building. What's good? Yeah, lots of famous individuals in the sport world with Dr. J, Big O, and Obama in the political world out there. And again, kind of surprised on the, I wasn't really surprised with the effort with Wemby. I feel like he's the saving grace to the NBA, and I feel like LeBron and I feel like Adam Silver have really hurt the NBA, based on the methods on LeBron trying to convince, Adam Silver for all of these changes and whatnot, drafting different teams and whatnot, so he can have Steph Curry on his team every year in the years past and whatnot. But again, I think Friday, which normally is kind of like a rookie sophomore type of game, Donovan Clingan played well. Yang Hansen played well for the Blazers. You saw D-Book and Dame Dalla go at it for the three-point contest. The shooting competition was terrible. Team Knicks ended up winning that, and then the dunk contest was even worse. Mac McClung posted online the 4 dunks that he would have done, and every single dunk that he posted would have been a 10 compared to anything that we saw yesterday. So again, they have a long ways to go. They need to go back to the skills competition and actually getting 4 guys that are known in the league instead of 4 bench warmers that no one's ever heard of. But I'm really impressed so far with the effort. And I think, Wemby puts out so much effort offensively, defensively. He can dunk, he can shoot threes, he's going to block shots. And I feel that Wemby's presence alone has made the NBA All-Star weekend that much better. And again, I was kind of shocked that Team World didn't advance in that first game. But again, Anthony Edwards is a dog. And again, he is just as good, in my opinion, Anthony Edwards, as Wemby or Luka or the Joker or SGA. To me, he's a top 5 player. All those guys are kind of in the mix. And again, no SGA and no Giannis, obviously for Team World, which hurts a little bit. But we got enough individuals out there to make it interesting. Chet Holmgren for 3. In and out. No good. And Kawhi Leonard there with the rebound. Jalen Johnson there with a 26-foot three-point jumper. Booker with the assist. Nice job there by Jalen Johnson. Jaylen Brown here on the other end. Nice backdoor cut. Nice flush there by Jaylen Brown. Beautiful. Nice throwdown dunk there, representing the Boston Celtics. Alley-oop. In and out, no good to Chet. Fast break here. Open 3. In and out, no good. Offensive board. Deep 3 is good. Jaylen Brown with a 27-foot three-point jumper. Donovan Mitchell with the assist. Backdoor cut. Scotty Barnes with a dunk. (26-20) with about 5 minutes to go. Donovan Mitchell, fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good. D-Book with the rebound. Booker, crossover, step back, fade away, front rim, in and out, no good. KD, coast to coast, Slim Reaper, alley-oop, oh! In and out, no good. That would have tore the house down. Maxey. Scotty Barnes for 3, in and out, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the defensive rebound. Leonard. And it feels like anyone that gets a rebound ends up taking the shot on the other side of the floor. And that needs to change if you want to win. You just can't get a rebound and then shoot, Kawhi with the steal. 3-on-2. Almost stolen back, and it is. Jalen Johnson there with the turnover. And Johnson does the rest. 5-foot running dunk assisted by Chet Holmgren. 26-22, team stripes. USA versus USA. Traveling. Or are they going to call a reach-in foul there? And it looks like Maxey gets called for the reach-in foul. Jaylen Brown's got some hops for being a short player, let me tell you. All right, we got De'Aaron Fox entering the game for Kawhi Leonard. Jalen Brunson enters for KD. Anthony Edwards comes in for Tyrese Maxey. And Cade Cunningham comes in for Devin Booker. Interesting. Nice jumper there. Step back 3. In and out, no good. Fast break. 3-on-3. Oh, rejected at the rim. Alley-oop. Ooh. Anthony Edwards. Big dunk. Jalen Johnson with the assist. Ingram going for a layup. And good defense there down low by Cade Cunningham. Fast break on the other end. Rejected. And Jaylen Brown blocks Chet Holmgren with that layup. 28-24. Team Stripes. Cade Cunningham, jumper is good. 24-foot three-point jumper by Cade Cunningham. Scotty Barnes with the assist. Donovan Mitchell on the other end for deep is good. Donovan Mitchell with a big three. 31-27, Team Stripes. Alley-oop, no good. Fast break on the other end. And De'Aaron Fox with the layup is good. 33-27, Team Stripes. About 2 minutes left here. Anthony Edwards turnover, and that is going to be a Team Stripes full timeout. So the Niners run game coordinator and tight ends coach, and then he now comes to Seattle. So we will see how that works out. Obviously, it's not going to, be as good as Clint Kubiak, but again, with the roster that you have, we will see how many remaining pieces and returning pieces come back. And, you would assume that Seattle still will be a good team, but the loss of Kubiak will hurt, again, based off the play calling. But again, offensive line and defense were drastically improved. And again, Sam Darnold will still be there with JSN, and we'll see if Kenneth Walker III will be there as well, or if he'll end up going somewhere else. But we'll see how that all pans out. 33-27, Team Stripes up 6 on Team Stars with 2:37 left in the quarter. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. There's no NHL or NBA action until obviously NBA will be back on Thursday. So obviously we'll have a few days off on the channel, but then as we get towards the weekend, there'll be some baseball finally starting for spring training. And depending on, what's available for me to do, I'll probably end up doing a few Mariner games, depending on who's playing in those games. And then as we get in the beginning of March, we'll have the World Baseball Classic, which will be very exciting. And then obviously once that ends up transitioning and ending, once we get to the end of March, we'll be into baseball season and we'll be doing Mariners every day. Can't wait. Kobe and AI going at it in that 2002 All-Star game. And AI in the building, one of my favorite players in the league. I remember when that red rookie Sixers jersey came out, when I was in like 7th grade. I wore that to open gym almost every day. Watched him at Georgetown, watched him in Philly, and definitely was an inspiration for a lot of kids, back in that era, back in the day. Great to see AI courtside. De'Aaron Fox, terrible pass. Chet Holmgren with the steal. And Anthony Edwards with the nice layup. Cade Cunningham with the assist. LeBron James at the top of the key with De'Aaron Fox. Fox shoots a deep three. Ill-advised, no good. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Terrible shot there by De'Aaron Fox. And layup is no good. And Brandon Ingram with the shooting foul. Cade Cunningham to the line for two. And again, Cunningham has really, made a name for himself. And again, the Pistons team in the Eastern Conference is probably the only team that could hang with the Western Conference top dogs. The Knicks and the Celtics. And we will see if the Cavs can have some good chemistry with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. But it definitely feels like the Pistons are, destined to make the finals. But who will they play? Will they play the Thunder, or will they play the Spurs, or will there be another wild card team like Denver or Houston? We'll have to wait and find out. But it definitely feels like it's going to be the Thunder or the Spurs more than likely. And the Spurs do have the Thunder number this year. First free throw by Cade Cunningham is good. Second free throw in. And rattles in and good. KD comes in for Jalen Brunson. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the game. Poked away. Wide open three. And Donovan Mitchell cashes in. De'Aaron Fox with the assist. Beautiful shot there. And another stolen ball on the other end. And stolen right back. Getting a little sloppy here in the last 2 minutes. Scotty Barnes with the steal. Alley-oop. No good. LeBron James with the open ball. And LeBron coast to coast with the left hand. In and out. No good. No foul call there. And Devin Booker coming in for Jalen Johnson. And this is definitely a little bit more sloppier, with no Wemby on the floor. LeBron at the top of the key. Deep three by LeBron James. Whoa! And cashes in a 32-footer. Holy moly. Cade Cunningham on the other end. Going down with the nice finger roll layup and good. 39-35. LeBron James. Little two-man game here with Kawhi. Deep three. Front rim, in and out, no good. Anthony Edwards with the defensive rebound. Edwards. Looks like he's going coast to coast. Crossover on KD. Hits him with the hezzy. Broke his ankles. And a layup. Is good. Anthony Edwards. Donovan Mitchell here at the top of the key. Oh, stolen by Anthony Edwards. Edwards. Pull up three is good. LeBron James here at the top of the key. Nice pass. Pump fake. Fox open three is good. And that is it. Team Stripes beating Team Stars. Wow. And this round robin tournament is getting pretty wild. Every time a team ends up winning, they end up losing that next round. Wow. We saw Anthony Edwards beat Team World, and then they just got beat by Team Stripes. Very competitive. First game went to OT. Second game ended up being a winning three-point bucket by De'Aaron Fox, who had a couple ill-advised threes early in the game. But again, comes in big there with the wide open three. And again, if LeBron would have been, a little bit selfish there, the ball never would have ended up in Fox's hands. And again, great job there by Team Stripes. Very competitive first 2 games so far, and we got 2 to go. And again, Anthony Edwards did everything that he could in his power to try to, get the dub for the Team Stars, but Fox with the open 3 and cashes in. All right, next up will be Team World versus Team Stripes. Now let me get that switched up here. But Team Stars beat Team World in overtime, 37-35. And then we had Team Stripes beat Team Stars 42-40 with that 3 by Fox. And now we end up having 2 more matchups here, essentially like a third quarter and a fourth quarter, where we're going to end up seeing the winner of this next matchup, Team World and Team Stripes, and then we'll end up having our championship round. A little bit sloppier in this second game compared to the first with no Wemby on the floor. But again, they're starting to tighten up, at the last minute. And again, great job there by De'Aaron Fox hitting that open 3 as the buzzer expires. And it's nice to be able to see no blowouts. No one's winning by 10 or more. I mean, it's literally being won by a bucket, and that's it. So we're on another commercial break. Team Stars beating Team World 37-35 in overtime. Team Stripes beating Team Stars 42-40. And now we have Team World versus Team Stripes. And then depending on the outcome of that, we'll have the championship round. And that will be around 4:10 Pacific. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't really know what we were going to get, but again, now we're going to get another chance to see Team World go against Team Stripes, and we'll find out. Team World obviously lost the first matchup. Team Stripes won the second matchup, and now we have World and Stripes going at it, and we'll find out what the championship round will end up being. We're going to have a loser of the first game play the winner of the second game, and then we'll figure out what happens there. And we're going to have a few minutes of, the players warming up again for this third round robin game between Team World, and it'll be great to be able to see Wemby out there again going against Team Stripes, who just won. So we'll see Wemby go against LeBron and KD, which will be exciting. And then we'll figure out what the championship round will be. All right, global broadcast here on NBC and Peacock. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train, and 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Game 1 loss to the Stars, 14-6-3 by Wembanyama. And I'm really excited to see what Wemby will be able to do in this round. 2023, Victor Wembanyama there in Paris. Also helps when you're that much taller than everyone else around you. But again, Wembanyama has proven a lot of the haters and the doubters wrong. That he can shoot like a guard. He can dribble like a guard. And obviously we know he's got the length and he can dunk from very far away with those long arms. But again, a thing that I really love about Wembanyama is, the passion for defense and to be able to, go help side and block shots. And again, he does things that no other player can do. And again, we haven't really seen a player like him ever before. We've seen other tall players, but usually they're a little loppy. Manute Bull, George Mirasan, Sean Bradley. And even though he's a few inches shorter than those guys at 7'4", again, much better, than those three guys combined and some. Love me some Wemby. And it's almost a guarantee that, he's going to win a championship or two or three before it's all said and done, following in the footsteps of David Robinson and Tim Duncan. And even though they don't got Popovich, coaching the team anymore, they definitely are one of the best teams in the NBA and the Thunder's biggest threat in the Western Conference. See how many more minutes we have to wait for this third game in the round robin tournament. First two were very exciting, 37-35, Stars winning by 2 in overtime, and Team Stripes beating Team Stars by 2 with a deep three by De'Aaron Fox at the buzzer. So it hasn't been a blowout on any side just yet, which is good for the NBA to show that competitive nature, that they actually are playing some kind of defense. Instead of it stretching out for 3.5 quarters of no defense and then, everyone going at it in the last 5 or 6 minutes. So, and it definitely shows you Wemby's presence is definitely needed. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Kobe, the presence on the court where, he's not going to be lazy. He's going to give everything he has, just like Kobe did on the floor. And again, that rubs off on the other players in a positive way. Another commercial break, and then hopefully we'll be into the action where we can see Team World led by Wemby go against Team Stripes with LeBron James. All right, here we go. Third game out of 4. Siakam, Denny Advia, Wembanyama, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Jamal Murray against LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Jaylen Brown, and Jalen Brunson. Let's go. Wembanyama calling for it already. Nice pass down low to Denny Advia, but poked away. Kawhi Leonard with the steal. LeBron James coast to coast, and that poked away.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your
Luka coming in. Kawhi for 3. And it is good. Victor Wembanyama here at the top of the key with a little pick and roll. Wembanyama down in the post. Spin move, fade away, off the glass, in and out, no good. Brunson with a defensive rebound. Hands it off to Jaylen Brown. Brown with a couple crossovers. Step back 3. In and out, no good. Pascal Siakam with the defensive rebound. Hands it off to Karl-Anthony Towns for a deep 3 and good. LeBron James here on the other end as the game is tied up at 3. Wembanyama down low, and they call an offensive foul on Wembanyama after LeBron misses that deep 3 on the other end. Luka says, I want a challenge. I don't know about that. Kevin Durant here at the top of the key. Pull-up jumper is good. Slim Reaper with an 18-foot jumper. Jalen Brunson with the assist. Knotted up at 5 here with less than 10 minutes to go. Wembanyama calling for it. Spin move. Big dunk by Victor Wembanyama, making it look easy. What a throwdown. Jamal Murray with the assist. Kawhi Leonard walking the ball up the floor. Kawhi, step back 3, and rattles in and good. 26-foot three-point jumper rattles in by Kawhi Leonard. Jamal Murray here on the other end. Baseline layup, off the glass, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Wembanyama, and he is going to the line. And 1 with LeBron James with the shooting foul. Competitive start here, 8 up. Between Team World with Wembanyama and Team Stripes led by LeBron and KD. Wembanyama's free throw is good. Pass inbounds to LeBron James, who passes in to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi off the dribble with the left-handed layup and good. Nice driving layup there by Kawhi Leonard. Jamal Murray here on the other end. Coast to coast. Murray with a layup is good. LeBron James here with the backdoor cut. LeBron fade away. In and out, no good. And Denny Advia there with the rebound. Murray for 3 is good. And Denny Advia there with the assist. We're knotted up at 13. Big 3. Jalen Brunson with a 27-foot three-point jumper assisted by LeBron James. Jamal Murray here at the top of the key. Cat, 2-man game. And that looks like a turnover. Or are they going to give him the ball back? Oh, it looks like they get the ball back. Nice 3 there by Jalen Brunson. Inbounds to Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama. Oh, baby! Wembanyama with another poster. Jamal Murray with the assist. God, he's special. LeBron hands off to Jalen Brunson. Corner three is good. LeBron with another assist. Helter-skelter kind of up and down pace. And almost a steal there by Jaylen Brown. 8:15 left. Team Stripes up by 1. 16-15. Wembanyama at the top of the key. And Wembanyama hacked by LeBron James. And that will be a shooting foul. Wembanyama to the line for 2. First free throw by Victor Wembanyama. Free throw is good. And again, we got 3 days off from the NBA, so we'll be back here on the channel doing the Pistons and the Knicks, or the Celtics and the Warriors, depending on who's healthy and who is not. And then you got the Mavericks and Minnesota Timberwolves, Clippers and Lakers on Friday on ESPN. Second free throw by Wembanyama is good. Jaylen Brown on the other end going baseline. Brown, fadeaway. In and out, no good. Karl-Anthony Towns, Cat with the defensive rebound. Cat, deep three is good. Wow, Karl-Anthony Towns has got Steph Curry range. Jamal Murray with the assist. Nice job there by Karl-Anthony Towns with the deep three. LeBron James, Jalen Brunson, crossover. Little two-man game here with Kawhi Leonard. Brunson, crossover, and got him. And that's going to be a goaltending on Karl-Anthony Towns. Hit him with a little hezzy crossover and got him. Wembanyama, guarded by Kevin Durant. Wembanyama pulls up and got it. Beautiful 20-foot jumper right in Kevin Durant, Slim Reaper's eye. Jamal Murray with the assist. KD on the other end gets a little bit of payback on Wembanyama with the layup. Is good. Jamal Murray, pull up three, is good. Kevin Durant, deep three, in and out, no good. Jamal Murray with the defensive rebound. Up the floor, Denny to Siakam with the alley-oop, and good. Nice alley-oop by Denny to Siakam, and that's going to be a Team Stripes full timeout. Team World flexing their dominance, 27-20, 7-point lead, and this is the biggest lead that we've seen all night at this point, I believe. Or one of the biggest leads up at this point. 6:45 left, 27-20, World up by 7. I think we did have one other lead in the second game that was similar. But we'll see if Team Stripes can end up making the right adjustments and come back. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. 6:45 left in this particular round robin matchup. Team World up 27-20. And again, Wembanyama flexing, as he always does, going against LeBron James and Kevin Durant. And we'll see how this one will play out. And then depending on the winner and loser of this particular matchup, then we'll find out who is going to be in the championship round for the last quarter or game of the night. Great alley-oop there on that last play by Denny Advia to Pascal Siakam. 27-20, Team World up by 7 on Team Stripes. Let's go. And really the only thing that we're missing from this all-star game is Giannis and SGA being injured. But, other than that, everyone has been balling out up to this point. All right, Brandon Ingram coming in for Jaylen Brown. Donovan Mitchell coming in for Jalen Brunson. De'Aaron Fox coming in for LeBron James. Norman Powell coming in for Denny Advia. And I assume Wembanyama might get a breather here as well. And Alperen Sengun coming in there for Victor Wembanyama. All right, let's see if Team Stripes can kind of get back into this. KD. At the top of the key. Running out of space, fadeaway by KD, front rim, in and out, no good. Norman Powell with the defensive rebound, and Powell with the step-up three, in and out, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the defensive rebound. And it feels like anyone that gets a rebound ends up taking the shot the next time down the floor. Kawhi with a three, and good. Gets the rebound and actually makes a shot. Nice step-back jump shot by Kawhi Leonard. Now they're only down by 4. Reach and foul. And that's going to be, I believe, on Brandon Ingram. Kawhi 1-on-3, no problem. Murray. Fadeaway, in and out, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the defensive rebound. Kawhi again for a deep three, and good. Kawhi's heating up. 28-foot pull-up jump shot is good. Donovan Mitchell on the other end. Kawhi with a heat check at the top of the key here. Kawhi for 3 is good. Wow. 3 consecutive threes. My goodness. Deep 3 in the corner by Powell. In and out, no good. Kawhi. He's hot. How hot is he? Crossover. Baseline. Fadeaway. Bang! And it's good. Wow. 2 threes. And a fadeaway jumper by Kawhi Leonard. And that's going to be a Team World full timeout. Wow. Especially when Team Stripes ended up being down by 6 or 7 there. Kawhi Leonard heating up. A couple threes and a pullback jumper. And that gets them a 2-point lead with 4:51 left. Wow. Nice job by Kawhi. .451 left. Team Stripes with a huge comeback there. All Kawhi with 8 points in a matter of a minute or two. 2 threes and a fadeaway jumper in his own building, trying to will Team Stripes to victory. 31-29 with 4:51 left in the game. And then after the winner of this particular game, we have the championship round, and that'll be the last game or quarter of the night. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. NBA 2026 All-Star Game here in Los Angeles. Just waiting for the commercial break to end. 4:51 left. 31-21 or 31-29, excuse me. Team Stripes up by 2. All right, Denny Advia comes in for Jamal Murray. We're going to have a few mass substitutions here momentarily. First 2 games were exciting, and this one looks like it's going to live up to the billing as well. See if Karl Anthony Towns is going to end up taking a seat here as well. Seven for Kawhi in the game. Unbelievable. Wembanyama comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And a reach-in foul by Kawhi Leonard. Oh, Giannis. He's funny. Siakam here at the top of the key. Driving layup, up and under, and good. We're knotted up at 31 with about 4 minutes to go. Who will end up being victorious here? Team World or Team Stripes? KD at the top of the key. And Kawhi Leonard, pump fake, and draws the foul on Wemby, even though he gets a big block there. Wembanyama with the shooting foul. Nice pump fake there by Kawhi Leonard. Very smart play. Kawhi Leonard to the free throw line for 2. And we get the hometown crowd chanting MVP for Kawhi Leonard, since this is in the Clippers building. First free throw by Kawhi Leonard is good. Next Sunday, Celtics and Lakers. Would be nice if Tatum was healthy. Second free throw by Kawhi Leonard is good. Less than 4 minutes left. Advia. See who Denny is looking for. Sengun for 3. In and out, no good. Brandon Ingram with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard here at the top of the key. Crossover. Hezzy, crossover on Wembanyama. Deep shot, in and out, no good. Good defense there by Wembanyama. Stolen by Kawhi Leonard, the claw, and the flush. God, he's everywhere. Great job by Kawhi Leonard. Huge comeback for Team Stripes on Team World. Wembanyama almost gets the ball poked away for a turnover. Up and under with the layup is good. Norman Powell with the layup, Sengun with the assist. Nice pass, KD for three. In and out, no good. Denny Advia with the defensive rebound. Wembanyama. It's Denny in the corner. Denny for three. In and out, no good. And out of bounds. All right, we got mass substitutions now here. LeBron James coming in for Brandon Ingram. Jaylen Brown coming in for Donovan Mitchell. Karl Anthony Towns coming in for Pascal Siakam. Jamal Murray comes in for Denny Advia. And we will see what we get here in these last 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Kawhi's got 23 out of the 35 for Team Stripes. Wild. All right, LeBron James walking the ball up the floor. Gives it back to Kawhi. Up and under with the layup. In and out, no good. And turnover, Team Stripes. Floater. Off the glass and no good. And De'Aaron Fox with the shooting foul. Norman Powell to the line for two. And this one looks like it's going to come down to the wire. But how will Team Stripes play if the claw, Kawhi Leonard, goes to the bench? We will see. Free throw by Norman Powell is good. Jalen Brunson coming in for De'Aaron Fox. There's Pau Gasol courtside. Second free throw by Norman Powell. Front rim, no good. LeBron James with the defensive rebound. Passes ahead here to the Slim Reaper, Kevin Durant. KD at the top of the key. On Wembanyama. KD, Wembanyama going at it. Hands it off. Kawhi Leonard, crossover. KD for three is good. Jaylen Brown with the assist. Big three there by KD. Jamal Murray here on the other end. Sengun. Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama for three is good. And they needed that desperately to stay in this game. Sengun with a good assist there. KD. For three. In and out, no good. And Sengun with the defensive rebound and a reach-in foul by Jaylen Brown. 38-37, and every game in these first three that we've seen have been competitive, going down to the wire, and good for them. You know, I still think Eastern-Western Conference would be preferred, but this particular format is much better than like a Team LeBron versus Team Steph Curry where they draft the players. I think this format is better, especially when we're actually getting defense, on both teams in every game that we've seen up to this point. First free throw by Sengun is in and out and no good. Second free throw by Sengun is good. Kawhi Leonard with KD. KD hits Kawhi. Kawhi with the pump fake, driving to the hole. Big dunk by Kawhi Leonard. KD, Kevin Durant with the assist. On the other end here is Jamal Murray. Sengun. Norman Powell finds Wembanyama in the corner for three. Is good. It rattles in. Wow. Wembanyama. Layup, no good. Jamal Murray going coast to coast now. 5-on-4. Murray for three. Hacked from behind. No play No whistle there. Layup is good by Norman Powell. Kawhi Leonard on the other end. And they're going to give Kawhi an and one. Wow. Jalen Brunson with the assist. Sengun with the shooting foul. Continuation to its fullest, huh? Pascal Siakam coming in for Sengun. Luka, hey, saying travel there. What a competitive matchup this is. Every game so far has been. First one went to OT. Second one, De'Aaron Fox hit a 3 at the buzzer. Free throw by Kawhi Leonard with the and one is good. Wembanyama with Jamal Murray. Murray. Fadeaway. Rejected. Terrible shot. Kevin Durant. Fast break. Up the court. Layup. No good. Rebound dunk is good by LeBron James. Nice tip-in dunk there by LeBron. Wembanyama. And is fouled. Wembanyama to the line for 2. It's getting juicy out here. Getting a little feisty. That terrible shot there by Jamal Murray. What the hell are you thinking? And Brunson thinks he's going to make the layup, but goes off the glass, and LeBron James, right place and right time with that rebound dunk. And then LeBron with the hack on Wembanyama. First free throw is good. Wembanyama can do it all. He can shoot threes, he can dribble, he can make free throws. But the defensive side of his game, I feel, is the most exciting with the block shots. That and the big dunks. And the deep threes, for that matter. Everything that Wembanyama does. Second free throw by Wembanyama is good. We're knotted up at 45. Kawhi Leonard walking the ball up the floor. Clock winding down. Pick and roll here with LeBron. Kawhi has been incredibly hot in this game. Kawhi. Clock running down. Step back 3. Bang! And it's good! Oh my! Timeout. Team World. They're down by 3 with 3.5. And again, you have to assume Team World's roster was quite a bit better, even with no Giannis and SGA available. And Team Stripes might end up being victorious. Kawhi Leonard with a hell of a performance here in game number 3. Unbelievable. 31 points for Kawhi Leonard out of 48. We have not seen a performance like this. 11 for 13 with 3 rebounds. 31 out of the 48 points in this single quarter round robin tournament that we're playing. Unbelievable. So you got LeBron with 2, Durant with 7, Kawhi with 31 out of 48 points total, Brown with 0, Brunson with 8. And on the flip side, you got Siakam with 6, Wemby with 19 out of 45 total points, 6 for Towns, 8 for Jamal Murray, and Norman Powell with 5. Unbelievable. And we'll see if the Team World will go with Wemby for a deep 3 or, someone that they feel comfortable with that could possibly tie up this game. But I think this is the first time in a while that we've actually had competitive, quarters, so to speak, first, second, and third. And this format is better, I feel, than, just like a Team LeBron and a, Team Luka drafting guys and, having 3.5 quarters with no defense and then half of the fourth quarter they turn it on. We've actually seen defense and players actually trying, considering they're only playing a quarter, for this round robin tournament. So I feel that even though I would prefer Eastern versus Western, this is much better than like a Team LeBron and a Team Luka type of experience. Wembanyama. Deep 3, in and out, and no good. And Team Stripes advances. Wow. Unbelievable. And Wemby had that deep 3, had a good look, but wow. Team Stripes moves on. And Team World is eliminated, so I believe we're going to get Stars and Stripes in the championship, I believe. That's the MVP right there of game number 3. Six for 7 from deep, 5 for 6 from the field. Unbelievable. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard. And now we're into the championship. Team Stars versus Team Stripes. Stripes ended up winning 42-40 in the second game with De'Aaron Fox with a wide open 3. And that's what our final is going to be here. And we'll see if the Stars can get payback here. Let's reload this. Got to wait for them to update Stars and Stripes for the championship. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby.
It's go time. We're here for it. Here to get you on your way, wherever you're going, and however you get there. Here for adventure with a full-service travel agency and peaceful just the right experience. And with me, not the charging and always here when you need us.
NBA All-Star Championship, Team Stars versus Team Stripes here in just a few minutes. Kind of crazy that Team World didn't even get to the championship game, but again, it has to be more than just Wemby. And again, if Luka would have played more, maybe there would have been a different outcome, but same thing with the Joker. We didn't really see a whole lot of Luka and the Joker besides that first game, and that definitely hurt. Having SGA and Giannis would have helped Team World as well. But that was the Kawhi Leonard show in game number 3. And all 3 games have been competitive. 37-35 in overtime in game 1, 42-40 with that De'Aaron Fox 3-point shot at the buzzer. And then there, 48-45 with Team Stripes and Kawhi getting the 3 late. Wembanyama trying to match to go to OT, but misses the 3. And Team Stripes with the victory. Just waiting for these next commercial breaks to end, and we'll be in the championship round here in the All-Star game. Team Stars and Team Stripes, they've already matched up once. Team Stripes winning that with LeBron James and KD, and we'll see if that will be the case again. All right, just waiting for them to kind of wrap up the shoot around process here, and then we'll be in our championship round. Gained 3 subs since the last commercial break. Appreciate that. 17 subs away from 23,400. And now they're just doing a little piece here on Tatum and his recovery process coming back. And sooner than later, we'll be able to get into this championship round between Team Stars and Team Stripes. It's on NBC or on Peacock. That's how you watch unless you have a streaming link. All right, we're waiting for the final round here for the NBA All-Star Championship, Team Stars and Team Stripes, which will start here in just a few minutes. Just waiting for the final commercial break, and we'll get into the championship round, Team Stars and Team Stripes, which is kind of shocking that we didn't even see Team World make it. But again, they needed more than just Wembanyama. And we will definitely see who ends up winning this in just a few minutes. All right, let's get into this championship round. I think they've had enough time warming up and going through all of the commercial breaks. And every game breaking it down in this round robin tournament has been fun. I'm actually kind of shocked it's been so good for each game. First game went into overtime. Stars won by 2 over Team World, 37-35. Team Stripes beat Team Stars. This is the same matchup that we saw, obviously, a few games back. And we saw De'Aaron Fox hit a 3 at the buzzer, winning 42-40. Stripes over Stars. And we saw the Stripes with Kawhi Leonard, doing his thing and going off in that last game, scoring 30-plus and beating Team World and Victor Wembanyama 48-45. Kawhi with a deep 3 laid, and Victor trying to match the 3 to have it go to OT, but missing at the top of the key. And we'll find out if Kawhi will still stay hot. And you have to assume that Team Stripes is the team that more than likely is going to win this now. LeBron, KD, and Kawhi are kind of tough to match up against. All right, Young Guns versus the OGs. How much time do we have left? Looks like it's just a few seconds before we're going to get going here. All right, championship game here. Final game in this round robin tournament. Team Stars versus Team Stripes. And again, I just don't know how Team Stars is going to be able to compete with Team Stripes. It feels like they have all the Uncle Mo and the momentum, but anything is possible. $31 points in game 3. That's insane. 31 out of 48 in a quarter. That's crazy. All right, looks like we're about to get into tip-off here just in a moment. And this format, even though I do like Eastern Conference versus Western Conference more, this is much better than like a Team LeBron and a Team Luka or, something of that nature where they draft and pick guys. This format obviously has been successful. And again, we'll see if they end up doing the same format next year. And if not, hopefully they do Eastern Western Conference, even though they've kind of faded from that over the years. All right, here we go. Championship. Every matchup has been decided by 3 points or less, and you couldn't have asked for a better first 3 games. And hopefully the championship will come down to last possession like it has in the first 3 games. All right, here we go. Brunson here at the top of the key with LeBron. Brunson. Two-man game. Ball poked away. Jaylen Brown with the recovery. Fadeaway jumper. In and out, no good. Edwards for three. Front rim, in and out, no good. Brunson on the fast break. KD for three. Front rim. Almost airballed that. Brunson with the offensive rebound. No good. D-Book for three is good. Kawhi Leonard for three. Front rim, in and out, no good. Anthony Edwards, nice pass. Rejected. LeBron James with a great block. And we'll see if ESPN will wake up and adjust the scoreboard. 5-0 Young Guns. Team Stars up 5-0. And again, hopefully whoever ended up going to the bathroom or taking a break wakes up and adjusts the scoreboard. I've been refreshing nonstop, but it's up to them to do their job. Free throw is good. (5-1) Stars lead on Team Stripes. Second free throw, in and out, no good by Kawhi Leonard. Good ball movement here. Open three by Maxey, in and out, no good. Cunningham with the offensive rebound, in and out, no good with the jumper. LeBron James with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard to KD. Baseline, rejected. KD with the offensive board, floater, in and out, no good. Maxey with the rebound. And a nice reverse dunk there.
With the 2025 Ford Mustang.
All right, they finally
Mach-E
update the scoreboard.
SUV.
Took them a few minutes.
With ample storage space, everyone can bring what they need. Stay connected with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility.
Layup is good. Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with a steal. Another three is good. Wow. And that's going to be a timeout. Team Stripes. And this is the biggest, blowout lead we've seen at any point in this All-Star game. 12-1. Team Stars up by 11 early. .24 left in the NBA All-Star Game Championship. Team Stars up on Team Stripes, 12-1. The Young Guns giving everything that they have to go against KD, the Claw, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron James. And Kawhi Leonard, KD, and LeBron, they better get it going early. Otherwise, this is going to get really ugly really quick. I mean, it already is right now 12-1. Team Stripes with that full timeout. We're on a commercial break, just waiting for them to come back, and we'll see if Team Stripes can go on a little bit of a run or if Team Stars is going to run away with it. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to my boy Brooks Beats with the best beats on YouTube. Maxey with 7, Booker with 3, Duran with 2, and obviously Kawhi Leonard has the 1 free throw, and that is it. Nothing for LeBron, KD, Brown, or Brunson just yet, and they better hurry up. Otherwise, this is going to get real ugly real quick. First 3 games, were very competitive, came down to literally the last possession in every game, but this might be the first game where we actually end up getting kind of an extended blowout, but I'm hoping Kawhi can heat up or someone can heat up like he did in the previous game to get this to be a little bit closer. All right, let's go. 9:24 left to decide who is going to win this NBA All-Star Championship. Team Stripes, obviously looking like the best team in the tourney up to this point, winning the last 2 matchups. But again, Team Stars, more of the young guns, coming out to a very impressive 11-point lead. Maxey doing his thing. All right. Phoenix is going to be hosting NBA All-Star 2027. And hopefully they'll fix the dunk contest and go back to the skills competition instead of the shooting stars. And we'll see how that goes. And we'll find out if Damian Lillard will be defending his three-point crown. One of 3 players that have won the three-point contest 3 times, Larry Bird and Craig Hodges from the Bulls. To do it, and Damian Lillard winning it 3 times in 4 years, and probably this year was the most impressive because he hasn't even played a minute with the Achilles injury, and still winning the 3-point contest over D-Book in the finals, Devin Booker. So we'll see how it all plays out. 9:24 left. Team Stripes better get hot quick or this is going to get ugly. All right, Brunson inbounds the ball. Jaylen Brown, a couple crossovers here on Cade Cunningham. Passes to LeBron James at the top of the key. LeBron to the claw. Kawhi Leonard kicks it out to Jaylen Brown for an open 3. In and out, no good. And Anthony Edwards with the defensive rebound. Edwards pushing the ball up the floor. Guarded by KD. Hits him with a jab step. Devin Booker, fadeaway jumper. In and out, no good. LeBron James with the defensive rebound. LeBron. Kawhi Leonard for 3. In and out, no good. Maxey, corner 3. In and out, no good. Another offensive rebound. Maxey for another 3. In and out, no good. And LeBron James on the cherry pick, and they finally get something there. LeBron James with the dunk, cherry picking. What's new? Jaylen Brown with the assist. Maxey here at the top of the key. And Maxey has been the hottest player here for the Young Guns for Team Stars. Maxey, baseline on LeBron, layup rolls in and good. Kawhi Leonard at the top of the key. Looking for someone to throw to. Brown is open. Three ball is way off. Duren. Edwards, alley-oop and good. Jalen Duren from Anthony Edwards with the alley-oop. LeBron James on the other end, top of the key. Deep three is good. Rattles in. Jalen Brunson with the assist. Starting to somewhat heat up. Cunningham to Devin Booker. Booker for three. In and out, no good. Duren with the rebound. And the tip and dunk by Jalen. Brunson on the other end. Bang! 27-foot three-point jumper by Brunson is good. Maxey on the other end. Two-man game here with Anthony Edwards. Edwards at the top of the key. Edwards, crossover, jab step on LeBron. Pull up is good. There we go. Kevin Durant. Up and under, fadeaway jumper. In and out, no good. Anthony Edwards at the top of the key. Hezzy. And beautiful layup on Kawhi Leonard. Brunson on the other end. Brunson going to the hole. Layup, in and out, no good. Devin Booker with a defensive rebound and the push. Gets it to Anthony Edwards for an open three. Is good. Cade Cunningham with the assist. And that is going to be a Team Stripes full timeout. 26-9, and we haven't seen any of the first three games with a blowout like this. And again, I'm not sure if Kawhi and LeBron and KD are getting tired, but they looked very good in game 2 and 3. But in game 4, Anthony Edwards and Maxey going off. Edwards with 8, Maxey with 9, Duren with 6, Book with 3, Cunningham with 0. And on the flip side, you got LeBron with 5, KD with 0, Kawhi with 1 after scoring 30 plus in the last game. Brown with 0, Brunson with 3. This one's starting to get a little ugly. Team Stripes with a full timeout. And, I wish we got a little bit more Luka and the Joker, based on the two studs on the world team that, really only played in that first game for a few minutes, and that was it. And obviously no SGA, no Giannis. That could have helped Team World as well. But again, it has been, the claw in game 3, obviously going off. And right now, Maxey and Anthony Edwards doing their thing as well. .602 left here in the championship. 26-9. Team Stars beating up Team Stripes. Now, if Kawhi, KD, and LeBron James can heat up, they might be able to get them back in this game. But if Anthony Edwards keeps balling out, this one is going to be put to bed early. All right, we got some mass substitutions here. We got Donovan Mitchell coming in for LeBron James, De'Aaron Fox for Kevin Durant, Jalen Johnson for Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes for Cade Cunningham. And I don't know if that means that those guys aren't going to be in for the rest of the championship here round, but we will find out. But maybe fatigue hitting a little bit for KD, LeBron, and especially Kawhi. He heated up for that third game, but Anthony Edwards with 13, 11, and 8 here in the championship so far. One of the top 5 players in the game and one of my favorites in the NBA, no doubt about that. And you got Chet Holmgren coming in for Jalen Duren. Brunson walking the ball up the floor. Kawhi Leonard. Rejected by Chet Holmgren. Corner 3 by Brown. In and out, no good. Scotty Barnes with the defensive rebound. Johnson, open 3, is good. And they're just pouring it on. Devin Booker with the assist. And I don't see any way that Team Stripes is going to win this. De'Aaron Fox. Corner 3. In and out, no good. Johnson with the defensive rebound. And they're definitely not playing around here. Chet Holmgren down deep. And a couple fouls on Chet. And Donovan Mitchell with the last foul. And we'll see if that is going to be a shooting foul for Chet or not. It doesn't look like it was a shooting foul. D-Book. Maxey for 3, in and out, no good. Kawhi Leonard with the defensive rebound. Jaylen Brown on the other end. Hits him with a 360, crossover. Crossover, Hezzy, step back. 27-foot three-point jumper, no good. Johnson with the rebound. Devin Booker. Booker guarded by Brown, reach in, and a nice layup with the left hand there by D-Book, Devin Booker. Kawhi Leonard here at the top of the key. Loses the ball, Maxey with the steal. Scotty Barnes, and with the big dunk. Maxey with the assist. And this is getting ugly. Layup is good by Jaylen Brown. And luckily, this is the only blowout that we've seen. The first 3 games were very competitive to the last possession, but this one is getting out of hand. .323 left, and we will be crowning Team Stars champions. Donovan Mitchell with a 3, in and out, no good. Nice pass. Chet Holmgren with the offensive rebound and the putback, and good. Donovan Mitchell, pull up 3, is good. On the other end, Devin Booker walking the ball up the floor. Kawhi Leonard guarding closely. D-Book. Pull-up jumper, in and out, no good. Scotty Barnes with the offensive rebound. And Chet Holmgren with the up and under, and he is fouled. Chet Holmgren to the line for 2. And we got a few substitutions here. Anthony Edwards coming in for Maxey. Cade Cunningham coming in for Devin Booker. First free throw by Chet. In and out, no good. And we got about 3 minutes and 1 second left before Team Stars is crowned champions. And they were probably the least likely team to win it all. But again, it shows you, you never know. That's why we play these games. Second free throw by Chet is good. De'Aaron Fox hands off to Donovan Mitchell for a deep three at the top of the key is good. Nice assist there by De'Aaron Fox. 36-17, Team Stars up big. Chief Will Chief in the building. What's good? How are you, brother? Anthony Edwards at the top of the key, one of my favorite players in the game. And a little sloppy there. And turnover, Team Stars. First 3 games were decided by the last possession that were very close. This is the first blowout that we've seen. Kawhi Leonard. Layup by Fox is good. Yeah, and again, I don't like, the team LeBron versus team Steph. I think that format is terrible. Obviously, if you watched any of Friday and Saturday's action, again, Friday I thought was pretty good, for like the rookies and the sophomores. The 3-point contest was good, but the shooting stars and the dunk were terrible. And again, the first 3 games here today were really good, decided by, the last possession besides this one. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Chet, pulls up. And a big block there by Chet Holmgren. Less than 2 minutes to go here. Stars up by 20. Big three, in and out, no good. Mitchell for 3, front rim, no good. Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And now this is kind of getting to that, no defense, just kind of street ball type of, game that we normally see in the first 3.5 quarters. And then the team plays defense in the last, half of the fourth quarter. Today was the opposite. First 3 quarters were really good defense and really competitive, obviously doing like the 1 quarter, per game. And obviously this is really the only game that, didn't really live up to the expectations. But overall, the format worked. Scotty Barnes with the personal foul, and Duran entering the game for Anthony Edwards. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 100 likes, 100 on that dono train. And 5 to 15 subs. And Donovan Mitchell passing out of bounds, trying to get a little too aggressive and a little too fancy there. And obviously the NBA will have 3 days off, so we will be back on live stream on Thursday, whether it be for the Pistons and the Knicks or the Celtics and the Warriors. Offensive board is good by Johnson and Scotty Barnes. Good effort there by Scotty Barnes. Kawhi Leonard walking the ball up the floor. Less than a minute to go. And they definitely needed a Kawhi Leonard performance like in the last game if they were going to have any chance. Pull-up jumper by Jaylen Brown is good. I mean, at least they got into the 20s, but they got doubled up here. Jalen Johnson. And no defense there by Team Stripes with the big dunk and good. Now we're down to the last 30 seconds or so. Chief Will Chief with a $5. Appreciate you. Deep three. In and out, no good. Appreciate you. Stacks. Racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. 5:95 to go to hit the dono goal. Appreciate you, brother. Nice running dunk there by Scotty Barnes. Deep three by Donovan Mitchell. And Barnes is like, I'll just dunk it here at the end. And he has a nice throwdown. And that is it. Team Stars champions here in the NBA All-Star Game. Anything that you want to see photo-wise before I end up going? And again, there's no, sports really to do until Thursday. So, which is a little unfortunate for me, but again, you got to, do what you got to do. And then once we get back into Thursday, we'll be doing NBA. And then we obviously have an opportunity for either NASCAR or some spring training baseball. Then we get into the beginning of March for the World Baseball Classic, and then the end of March for MLB regular season action. Final score, Team Stars 47, Team Stripes 21. Anything that you want to be able to see, Chief before we go? Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. Shout out to all the people that liked, sub, donated, commented, shared. Final score, Team Stars 47, Team Stripes 21. And I got one question for you. Who talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I am out. Okay.